Scorpio, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early to mid-June 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we can dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the beautiful Scorpio collective. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My God, Spirit Team, talk to me. What do you got for us? What do you got for Scorpio gang? In early to mid-June, what energies, messages, insights can we take a little peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Scorpio gang. What is the vibe? What's the energy? The Alice in Wonderland deck is still in full effect, my good friends. There we go. Here she is. I think this is the first time. Okay, forget who you are, huh? What kind of advice is that, my good friends? Now, this can be good. It's not all about just erasing the past and stuff like that. With this deck, I always mention that it's a very intuitive deck. We don't just go on the image. We don't just go on the words. It's about the feelings that the pictures convey. But before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the June subscriber surprise towards the end. So you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk a little more in depth about this card. So when I see a card like this that says like, hey, forget who you are, it is not saying like, hey, forget everything that's already happened or forget the past. Anyone that knows anything about Scorpio energy knows that a Scorpio never forgets, right? A Scorpio can never forget. It's like, and that's not a bad thing. It's good to have like a good solid memory. But when I see this, it's more about self-improvement and metamorphosis. That's how I'm framing this, and that's how I'm seeing it, where it's like, all right, well, don't focus on the old you. Don't focus too far into the future. Focus on the you that is now. You now are different than you were before. Doesn't mean you have to totally throw out all your experiences and the good things you've done and the bad things you've done. You don't have to put it all in the dumpster, but just know the you that is right now and the potential you have moving forward is huge. So to me, this is more about personal development and metamorphosis, which is really great. So just know in this time, any changes you're wanting to make, whether it's thought processes, habits, outlook on things, highly, highly favored when this card shows up. So we're just going to place it right there. We're going to let her chill out. It's a really nice color scheme. It's the first time I'm seeing this for any of the signs. But yeah, let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say the first card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up one time here for Scorpio gang. What do you got for us, please? And yeah, while we get this shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. It was titled A Massive Victory. There was tons of beautiful win-based energy showing up last week, so I hope you had one. And I always say wins and victories, they come in all different shapes and sizes. Sometimes it could be monetary, sometimes it could be health, sometimes it's personal relationships and business. There's like so many different ways that blessings can come into our life. And if you haven't received one yet, I do still think it's in the ether, that it could be coming very soon in short order, which was a nice change, right? Usually with our Scorpio readings, like there's a certain level of seriousness and depth to it. So it was like a nice reprieve from that type of stuff. But we're going to see what shows up this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's, right? Let's get it going. 3 cards for Scorpio. I mean, regardless of how the energy presents, I love reading for the fellow Scorpio gang. All right, 3 of Cups. So maybe this good energy is going to continue to roll, my friends. I mean, it could. I really like the 3 of Cups. There are some downsides to it, but we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on the good until the other cards tell us otherwise, right? Let's get a couple more. It could represent the people around you. We'll get more into that, that's for sure. But I mean, I could think of worse ways to start a reading. 8 of Pentacles, good for work, business, keeping busy. Do really like it. You know what? I'm vibing with the energy that we have going so far. Let's get one more. Really, really liking what yep, 7 of Pentacles. But I don't feel like it's bad. All this energy feels very much complementary. But, you know, I'm going to be very realistic about how it presents. Strong karmic energy right here on the back end. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. But at first glance, you know, I always look at the elements first. That always plays a big part in how a reading comes together and constructs. And obviously, this is a strong, earthy, earth prominent type of energy with the Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles here on the back end. Now, earth energy is complementary to a water sign like Scorpio, especially with the water as well. So it's like earth and water. That's a recipe for potential and abundance. But yeah, with earth heavy vibe, this could be speaking about like work and business and just matters surrounding security. That could be like really important. But earth can be frustrating sometimes as well, because it can be ingrained. But we're just going to have to see how it all plays out, especially with the earth in the front. I feel like this has a lot of good potential. Let's go through this piece by piece and really start to build it out. So position number one, we're starting with the Three of Cups. And you see the people there, they're doing a cheers, they're having a good time, they're living it up. I always say this is one of my cards of happiness, joyousness, and merriment. So of course I think of victories. Of course I think of wins. These people are celebrating for a reason. So again, I already mentioned that I still feel it in the ether for Scorpio, that something nice is coming your way. And I'm going to stick to that, especially with this card. It's social. So again, like if you've been kind of solitude recently and you haven't been too social, that could be changing. Your magnetism could kick into overdrive. I saw something similar in Pisces. Three of Cups is a lot of people coming your way or coming in. So I do like it. Now, what's the challenge with the Three of Cups? There's a few. And with the Three of Cups, I always say it could represent your circle of people around you. So we might just be honing in not on your energy, but the energy of somebody else, like what they're doing. Are they doing a little too much? And that's the downside of the Three of Cups, is sometimes it could get carried away. Sometimes it could do a little too much. Sometimes it can cross a boundary or two. So we definitely want to keep a close eye on this card. Sometimes it could represent overconsumption of things, or just overdoing it. We'll just leave it at that. So we'll check it out. We'll see if it's another person or if that's your energy. Now, it's giving me like one of those cliches that you hear from like when you get hired by a new company. It's like, we work hard, we play hard. It's so weird. Because the Eight of Pentacles right next to it. I don't know. It's like, we work hard, we play hard. I don't know why that's coming through. That is so odd. But the Eight of Pentacles, good. I mean, this could represent work, business, what you want to put your effort into. So I feel like this is really nice, aside from that cheesy little line that I just quoted. And nothing wrong with work hard, play hard. Maybe that's an advice from Spirit. Maybe I shouldn't be cracking jokes about it. So maybe Spirit's saying like, hey, Scorpio, if you've been really going at something or working hard, maybe you need to cut loose a little bit. That could be an easy message. But yeah, the Eight of Pentacles is great. It's detail oriented. It's artisanal. It's like really getting into the details of things. And it's just fantastic for money, work, and business. So if you're having issues in that area, we'll see if we could get to the bottom of it with this card. Now, when it comes to personal relationships and other things, the Eight of Pentacles is like, let's work on this. Let's fix this. I want to put energy into something. So that's kind of the vibe we're working with. Sometimes it could be a little apologetic too, but it's something that can be repaired. That's what I want to say about this card. Aside from the work hard, play hard. We work hard, play hard. All right. On the back end, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Different vibe here. It's not partying it up. It's not really working too hard. It's kind of just existing. That's the way this looks to me. And I always say this is a card of waiting. It's a card of patience. So for some Scorpios, maybe there's something you're waiting on. Maybe it's results, or maybe you're waiting on a sign, or maybe you're waiting on a person, or maybe you're taking a wait and see approach in regards to something. Maybe there's a situation you're dealing with where there's not really much you could do except wait and see. But I always say that this could be good because it represents things paying off. So whether it's your work paying off or your efforts paying off, or it's like when you get to the end of this, something, you're going to be happy that you did it. That's just the big energy. Now, the Seven of Pentacles can sometimes represent blockages. It can represent, you know, problems, issues, situations, things that stall out a little bit, where it's like, you know, it's making progress, it's doing good things, but then it kind of hits a wall. So we're going to want to look into that. And then the fact that it's also a karmic card as well, like what you reap what you sow type of energy. So I want to dive deeper on all of it, Scorpio. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for Scorpio gang. What's happening? And yes, I always like to, this is where I go intuitive, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Three of Cups. Oh, and yeah, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give the Scorpio gang, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, let's see what's up with that Three of Cups. Work hard, play hard, Five of Wands. Okay. All right, so I still feel like this is a good energy. I still feel like something you're putting a lot of effort into and working towards is going to pay off for you. I'm already feeling it. And we're just going to have to verify when we get to the back end. But I do feel this also comes with a little bit of a warning. Now, do I see, huge, big drama and stuff coming your way? I wouldn't say so, but I feel like if there is any issues, it's like people around you as opposed to you, where it's like, oh, you're not stirring up issues, you're not stirring up problems, but like this person, it always seems like something's happening, it always seems like something's going on. Like even in the good times, it's like an energy that finds it very hard to be happy. Okay, so take that however it hits, however that triggers in your mind. That's who I'm seeing here. Three of Cups with the Five of Wands. It's like, yeah, like even when we're having a good time, we can't have a damn good time. The Five of Wands, it could also be very playful too. So aside from that, it's like I'm getting segmented messages coming through here. This could be a card of like roughhousing and like really joking. So for some of you, if life's good, life's great, things are going how you want them to go, like this is just like having a damn good time. So it like segments in that odd type of way where it's like you might be having the time of your life, things might be great for you, but don't let other people drag you down or drag you into their stuff. That's like another thing I'm picking up. So watch out for outside drama. Like this could be a little bit of a warning here on the front. But yeah, because the energy I'm seeing here, it has a very difficult time being happy or staying happy. And again, no judgment here. If that's you, that's fine, right? But I do still feel something paying off for you too, like still as we move forward. So we're just going to keep moving. I'm not going to focus in on that too much because I just feel like it's the noise around you that could be a bit of a drag. But let's see what's up with the Eight of Pentacles. Let's see what's up with that. I really want to get over to the karmic card as well. So why is the Eight of Pentacles here? Okay. This is like a laser focused type of energy. This is a laser focused type of energy. Now this tells me a couple of different things. This could indeed represent either a serious situation or someone that's like trying to put plans into place, because the Eight of Pentacles, King of Swords, it's like, no, I have a plan, I'm going to do it this way, and this is how it's going to go. This is the structure I have, and like I will not accept anything less. It's like giving me that very strict type of energy, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I think for some of you, especially those of you like connected to air signs, it could have a bit of a different complexity to it. But the King of Swords is logical, it's plan-based, it's focused, it's determined, and it's like, I refuse to give up. That's big Scorpio energy, if you ever ask me. So there could be something that either you are committed to seeing through or Spirit wants you to. And there's also something here about structure. Now, another side note that I have, because we had all this little energy of like outside noise and drama and this and that. When I see the Eight of Pentacles with the King of Swords, it can be someone that's being apologetic, but it might not feel sincere. So watch out for that in this time. Like if there's someone where like either they come at you with an apology or they try to mend things or fix things, but something in your intuition is like, I don't know if I buy that. I don't know. You don't really seem too sincere. I'm getting such unique messages this week, Scorpio, so only take what hits for you. But yeah, aside from that, it's just like laser focused on something for you. Your path forward, regardless of what it is, it should be structured. So have a plan in place. Either that or someone you're connected to is going to put a plan into motion. So a lot of words to say those few messages, but let's keep moving over. Let's see what the Seven of Pentacles has. Then we'll do a quick little recap before we get into the shadow. So why is it here? Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Work hard, play hard. Okay. A little rumblings happening, huh? So we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse underneath the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Very odd. Very odd. Because, we're here doing a Scorpio reading, but I'm just continuously getting other people's energy. And I saw it in the Pisces reading. I still see it in yours. Even if you're not trying to pull this energy your way, it's like you're just magnetically pulling all these things and these people and these situations. It's just all coming your way. Now, there is something that's going to pay off. I see that in a huge way, in a massive way. It's there on the back end. Okay, so whether, like, if you're already committed to something or making it work, like, I see your hard work paying off in one way or another. Huge, right here on the back end. This can also represent like seeing signs and karmic omens and stuff like that. Like when I see the Seven of Pentacles, aside from that payoff message, that is one of my signs of the universe and karma. And with the Knight of Pentacles, it's like, oh, I'm seeing little hints that something's turning around. Like, oh, yeah, something's moving a little bit here. So watch out for like little synchronicity signs and omens as well, like hinting to you some of the energy that we're picking up here. But also, we have this people magnet. We have this people magnet type of energy. So don't be surprised if people pop up you haven't heard from in a while. It's like that type of vibe. But let's go through and do a quick recap. Then we'll get into the shadow card. So tons of different stuff. I don't even think I can remember all the messages I threw out here, but I'm going to give it a shot. Position number one, we have the Three of Cups with the Five of Wands. Now, I did say, yes, the payoff energy, we saw it right here, the hard work paying off, boom. We see it in two areas of the spread, which is really nice, very much claimable. I said, watch out for like group drama, group dynamics. I also picked up the energy of somebody that's like never happy or never content. Like even in the good times, they find a reason to cause tension. So watch out for energies like that. Moving to the middle, we have the Eight of Pentacles with the King of Swords, locked in strategic energy where it's like, I'm going to make this happen. Now, if you're dealing with a person that comes at you in an apologetic way, I did get the vibe of someone that comes in to fix something or make something right, but you might not fully buy it. It might feel like the heart's not there, if that makes sense. But I also get this strategic planning. So whether it's for you and your path forward, or whether it's someone you're connected to where they have a plan that they're about to start putting into motion, both of those could be valid. Moving to the back end, we have the Seven of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, the people magnet, full effect. Another thing I'm seeing here is you're going to start seeing like little rumblings in the 3D universe of things starting to shift for you. It feels great. Huge payoff energy. I really like it overall. I think there's a lot of claimable energy. So please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. So let's see what's in the shadows. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for Scorpio gang. And yeah, I always like to pull one of these at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. It can be a good thing. And yeah, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel. I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get this going here. What do we got in shadows for Scorpio gang? Please. Here we go. Thank you. Yeah, Six of Wands, victorious, beautiful card, and that's kind of like the cherry on top of the sundae here. Now, there is a little bit of a warning here, and we will go through the shadow side of the Six of Wands. It is a card of the spotlight, notoriety, gaining recognitions for the things you've done. So in its shadow sense, it could sometimes represent someone that doesn't feel fully appreciated for what they bring to the table or what they've done. So watch out for feelings like this in this time, like not feeling fully appreciated or seen when I see this type of energy. Now, it is victorious, so it does fit into this energy of payoff that we've been seeing within the reading itself. So again, I'm going to triple down on that message. I think something's really going to go well. It's going to go your way. Also, watch out for any egotistical individuals. That's another shadow side of this Six of Wands. It could represent somebody that are just, of inflated ego, and you might clash with that a little extra in this time. But aside from that, it looks great. Listen, Scorpio, I think overall, I'm going to claim this reading. I think it's a really good one. So my friends, that's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the June subscriber surprise. If you would like further insight on your situation, you can book a personal reading with me at my website, mastermetaphysics.com. The June calendar is open, so you can go check for availability. But for the June subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 3 copies of one of my most favorite decks ever, the Everyday Witches Tarot. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things as always. First, you must be subscribed, and second, let me know down in the comments if you could manifest something right now instantly, what would it be? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.